that off. This was on fire. Oh, she needs some exhaust, I can tell you that much. What? Yeah, anyway, this is a full Jailbar. It's a 302 EFI out of AU Falcon, and it took a fair bit of work to get that as a standalone engine. I used the original ECU, but I got into TI Performance and got a J3 chip to make that be able to run by itself with no computer. It's just got an ignition key, that's it. So you can make it work. It's a bloody good engine for a resto mod if you wanted to do that. Now we've got aftermarket radiator. You know, I made the extractors myself out of a kit, either side, just custom built them. They come up pretty good. We've got just run some hardline fuel lines temporarily for now. And the whole, actually around here, I've got a T5 box in it. It's normally run by a cable, but with the pedal box I have, it was actually quite hard to initiate the clutch yoke. So I ended up going to a hydraulic clutch, and I just did it myself. It's very, very easy actually. Like, these lines are just temporary, so I still need the proper fittings. So I'll do a hard clutch line when I get the double flaring tool. But basically that's just a trailer master cylinder. It's like 60 bucks from Repco. And I'll show you inside in a minute, but that pretty much goes down. And if you see down here where the yoke is, I just made a bracket pretty much that bolts to the housing of the T5. That's a slave cylinder just off my Land Cruiser, because it was a spare one I had. And I've just got the hard line coming to the bottom and the bleed at the top. And that just, I made this bracket that bolts to the T5 housing. I just drilled some holes and bolted it to that. And then for strength, I've just added a return plate here that goes up to a bolt up the top here. And that will stop the flex of that plate. You know, I don't want to break off the alloy, the cast alloy on the thing. But that basically is now hydraulic clutch, and it works, yeah, brilliant. So if you're doing a T5, you want a hydraulic clutch, super easy. If you are interested in me making up some kits for that, like those bracket kits at least, shout out, because I've got the template there. I can just go and get a fab company to make them up. So comment below if you want one of them. Other than that, it's a Ford Triton chassis. Why? Because I had one in the paddock. That's the only reason. But it does actually work pretty good. Everything fits pretty good. Cabs are 1942 Ford Jailbar, ex-military, because it has a hatch on the top, and we found that down the local school, down near the local school. So not sure whether I'm going to keep the hatch or not. It's all rusted out, but it's pretty cool, iconic Australian history right here. What else we got here? This tub, this is on the Triton when we first bought it. It's actually a Chevy C10 tub. It looks pretty cool. It's got a cool taillight section. I wasn't going to use this tub because, as you would have saw, that it's too short. It's actually about half a foot from the cab. So I wasn't going to use this. I was going to go to like the what are they called? Bump side or style side, what they are. The traditional square body tub with the side wheel flares. I was going to go to that, but I'm actually toying with the idea now of extending this body just with some sheet metal, maybe, and see if I can make this work, because it does look pretty good. It's just got that massive gap. It's definitely a locked diff. I don't know whether it's welded or it's just 9-inch or something, but it used to be a drag ute frame. So steering is a Triton steering whole setup, and I've just actually cut that section from a VH Commodore shell I had to make that work with the extra knuckle, and yeah, it works pretty good. This is out of a Daihatsu Charade, this seat. Why? Because I had one and it's small enough to fit in here. So as you can see, there's not much room. Like, it's only a small cab and I'm near 6 foot, So I think it works pretty good. I've just done all the brackets up for this. I've got another seat to do yet. And this is a little tribute to Dad. This used to be his walking cane. He's passed away now, but I accidentally snapped the top off, but I'll fix that. But this is his cane, and he would have loved having this in this rat rod. I think it fits pretty perfectly, so I'll make that work. Other than that, I've still got to do the speedo and all the dash and all the electronics. Everything's still temporarily sort of hooked up there to just make sure it works. And as you heard, it does work. The floor was gone. There was no floor existence. So I'll put a picture in now of what it was when we first found it in the yard. It was literally just going to be garden art. Like, it was so far gone. There was no floor. But I said, you know what? I'm going to have a go at making this a rat rod. And being a rat rod, you can sort of have a bit of lenience on, you know, your final trim. So otherwise, it's pretty good. I've got an external fan switch there if I don't want to run the fan, so you can turn it on. That's just the original setup from the drag ute, so I'll use it for now, and I'll make something pretty cool, like maybe a jerry can that's a fuel cell or something. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's pretty much the build. And a long time going because of everything's custom. Everything was custom made. It took a lot of, like, I've never done a rat rod before or a build, so a lot of it was just trial and error and just seeing what happens. So really, it's come out pretty good. The front grille, oh yeah, by the way, I've got the guards and stuff. They're in the back. I've got everything pretty much mocked up except for the bonnet needs to be welded in where I've widened the bonnet, but it does have the rest of the body pieces to go on it, but I've just been working on it. So we've got the front grille here. It's custom made. I wanted that Jailbar look. Still got a little bit more. I've got two ray spikes to put on the right hand side, but you can see here on the left, that's probably the design I'll go. But yeah, the rest of the guards wrap around that, if that makes sense. The reason why it sounds like a lumpy cam is because it's got no airflow sensor, it's got no air intake temp sensor, it's got no oxygen sensors on the exhaust. So it'll run, but it's not running the best. I have sensors on the way, so don't you worry. But yeah, I just sort of take it for a little spin. I've got no brakes either, so yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm going to get some earplugs. It's pretty responsive too. Oh fuck, this chest sucks. Turn it off. This was on fire. It's getting pretty hot where the flames are blowing onto. It's just because it has no sensors, it's running super rich. You can give it one, like once you get going, just give it one stab, but then just idle back. Yeah, so as you can see, still got a little bits to do. Once I get the sensors in, it's going to run actually a lot better, like 100 times better. It's running super rich, and it's got no oxygen sensor or pretty much any of the sensors on it at all. So I'm surprised that actually it's running. But yeah, it's freaking loud and it's pretty sick. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way it's come along. And yeah, so this is the Jailbar. This is where we're at on it. Been wrenching on it hard for the last week just to get to this point. Got some sensors coming in the mail. Once the sensors come, I'll get it running a lot better, take it in town and get them to do the full exhaust system on it. Finish off the other seat. Might get the glass done while I'm in town, get them to replace the new glass front and back. I still got to do the bonnet in bits and pieces, but it's coming along. It's going to be pretty cool. And as you've seen, if you've been watching the channel, the Twisted Metal Customs logo, this green car, it's this. Yeah, this is what it's built from. So I'm going to be painting it a teal, like acrylic maybe. Maybe I'll probably go 2-pack and then just sand it through and have a patinaed look, like an old car, and put the logo on the side. So that's the plan for this. All right, that's that.